in a city.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any idea what city is this?
Mm,
What place is this?
mm, maybe it's a modern. Oh, no, no, no. uh, um, I I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe
it's
it's
okay.
a convenient city.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean a convenient city?
Mm, because the the city looks like have not so country.
Okay.
So maybe it so I think it's convenient.
All right. So to cut it short, this is actually New York
New
City.
York.
Have you been there, Ellie?
No, I never been there.
But you have plans in the future.
Yeah.
Why not, right?
Because I wanna say because I read the world culture.
Uh-huh.
I review this before, so I try to. I don't know this picture.
Okay. So I think this bridge is a famous
Yes,
Manhattan Bridge.
yes, yes. Manhattan Bridge.
Yeah. So let's go now but going back to my question, do you have any plans going to New York?
Mm, yes, but not recent.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So,
Yeah, because it spend more,
mm-hmm. Okay.
and I plan to the west. Yeah,
You
west in
Western
UA.
countries.
Yeah, west countries. For example, Los Angeles or uh, where? Okay, I totally forgot how to how to express.
So you plan to visit the western part. So you said it's
Yes.
Los Angeles, one of it. So that's in California.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
California or San Francisco.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
San Francisco, California also, right?
yeah.
Okay. Why? Why those two cities?
Because the ticket from Taiwan to west uh area
Mm-hmm.
is more cheap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you could say it is cheaper.
It is cheaper.
Okay.
Um,
But you never think of New York because you know what? New York is actually a city of fashion also. So you're into the clothes business now. So you may wanted to have a look.
yeah, yeah. But I heard when we if we if we go to New York City, it spend uh more times too,
To for if you're gonna spend money to purchase clothes.
and spend more times on the in the air.
Okay, the traveling time. Okay.
Yeah, traveling times.
Okay. Oh yeah, I agree. I think that's gonna take you 16 hours, is it? I'm not positive. I'm not
See,
sure about that.
mm, I remember maybe
Oh,
14 hours.
wow. That's more than whatever.
I forgot, but I just remember it takes long time.
Yeah, so it's gonna be, let's see. Oh wow, it says there it's gonna be around 16 hours and 15 minutes. Wow. It says
Oh,
here non-stop flight, so it's continuous.
yeah.
So this is just from Taipei. I mean, I checked this from Taiwan to New
Uh-huh.
York. Wow, that's really exhausting.
It's the direct time.
Yes, it's a
Oh, yeah. I remember it takes long time.
it seems
So
that
not on the top of the list.
it's gonna be tiring, right? You're gonna feel
Yeah.
exhausted. So if you have to go there, you need to, spend maybe two 2 weeks or no, I think a month for you to.
Mm. But I don't have um uh, um 1 month vacation, so I can make it.
It's not also practical, right? So
Yeah.
maybe Australia, that's gonna be the nearest.
But I like I like Europe.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I agree with you. Okay, so wow, that's good to know. Um, so you are more into the expenses, right? So the how much it's gonna cost you, how much you're gonna spend when traveling. So since we will not be traveling to New York then, let's
Mm.
just have an idea of, what does New
Yes.
York looks like or why they call it. So just for the first question, can you just read it? Can you move to page 32,
Okay.
Ali?
Okay. Work in pairs and discuss. How much do you know about New York City? Try to answer the questions below.
Okay. So why do you think, or why did they call New York as the Big Apple?
Um,
Well, actually, the question here is, what is the Big Apple?
mm, is 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 it because Washington? Eh? Washington. Who? Someone. Someone. Uh, some someone who is famous, and when he rest, rested in a big apple tree,
Okay.
then the apple fall, uh, fell down.
Mm-hmm.
I,
Right, that's
I
correct.
don't know. Is it true?
Um, okay, yeah, I'll try to listen first. Let's compare what I know about Big Apple. Okay, continue.
um, so it's not name of New York City. Someone called the Big Apple.
Okay. Wow, that sounds interesting. How did you find that? Well, technically, I don't exactly have that, that story, that a famous
Maybe I connect a wrong story.
but it's okay.
I
Um,
Yeah, okay.
Technically, there's really a man who named New York City as the Big Apple, and this man is John J. Fitzgerald. He's actually a writer.
Oh,
He is
A
a
writer. Okay.
sports writer. So I'm gonna put it
Oh,
here.
okay. Big Apple.
So this is a man who named New York City as a Big Apple. So he is again a writer, sports writer. And the reason why he says that, or he named Big Apple, it is because it is more of like a there are several, let me see.
Oh, it's a long story.
I know, I'm sorry about that. Uh,
Oh,
since John is actually a writer, right? So he used Big
yes.
Apple on most of his writings on this
Mm,
newspaper, or it's actually a telegraph. And from there, they just coded New York as a big, Big Apple.
mm, okay.
So it's not that really very clear that like your story, there's a man sitting under a tree and this apple just fell down and eventually
Uh,
called the city
uh,
a Big Apple.
uh,
But this one, it's just more of like this writer used the term Big Apple on every it's like a news. He wrote it on this telegraph, or it's like, let's say, a newspaper,
mm,
and it became famous. Then eventually they use it to name New York
okay.
City, yeah, as a Big Apple.
Okay.
Pretty much that
Okay.
that would, to cut it short. Okay, so big city or Big Apple is called the New York City. Okay. So would there be anything else you wanted to add about New York City
Mm,
aside from also a fashion city?
um, uh, finance
Oh yeah.
city. Yeah,
Why did you say it's a finance or financial city?
financial city. Because where? Wall
Wall
Street.
Street, yeah. Okay.
Is a yeah. It's a financial street. A financial
Uh-huh.
place.
It's, the famous stock market, what they usually say,
Yes.
right? So,
Yes.
and there's a lot movies that was actually been, movies that has been shoot on New York, especially in Wall Street. So just like one
Yeah.
of the title, Wall Street Never Sleep.
Oh, and another movie. The actor is uh, oh, I forgot his name.
Is it
Um.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That it's the same movie because I don't know the title.
I'm not pretty much sure if it is Leonardo DiCaprio, but this Wall Street Never Sleep, the main character here is he he has a different movie, but that's
Mm.
actually from Transformer.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
So, okay, anything else aside from Wall Street, which is in New York as a financial city?
Um. Fifth. The 50th Street.
Okay, what about the 55th Street?
Fifth. 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 Sorry again. 费第五大道 the fifth street.
Okay, what about fifth? Is it five
Yes, five. The five.
or Fifth Avenue?
Okay. Avenue, right? Right. So, what's the correct? Um, the Fifth Avenue.
Yeah, it's actually Fifth Avenue. That's what it says here. Fifth
Oh,
Avenue, New York. Um, so at this Fifth Avenue, you could actually see the Empire State Building. Uh, that's one of the very famous buildings. And
is that a fashion area?
technically, it's still more of a business street. You could also
Oh,
see
okay.
Manhattan
Mm,
on the Fifth Avenue. So I'm not sure if there's a lot of stores here also, but I think yes,
uh,
there are a lot of stores at Fifth Avenue.
okay.
Wow, I didn't know that. It sounds
mm,
familiar to me when you say Fifth Avenue, but I will never think of that it's actually in New York,
oh,
because it's very
yeah.
Fifth. Is this what you wanted to say, Fifth Avenue?
Fifth.
All
Yes,
right. Okay, so anything else?
Fifth Avenue. Yes, I know. Uh, there is a hip hop place, but I don't know the the name. Uh, it's an area mm, that that have many black black men. Yes, and have hip hop culture.
I think I've seen one of the movies. They've been dancing on that particular place in New York, but I can't remember what movie is that. But pretty much it's more of like a love story.
Ah,
Okay.
that's it.
Ah, wow, that's good. But I don't
Ah,
exactly know also what place is that or what is the name of the street. And you're correct when you say that Fifth Avenue, this is actually a place of, you could find a lot of shopping stores, famous
okay.
shopping stores. Um, it's not famous. It says they're prestigious, which means this is for very class or a rich person or people. Yeah,
Mm, lu- luxury.
exactly. So aside from luxury,
Okay.
prestigious, um, yeah,
Prestigious.
famous,
I also think about sport in New York
hmm
City.
such
Yeah,
as,
baseball and basketball.
okay.
It is famous.
I think this is already the Bronx. So let's move now to the next.
The Bronx. Bronx.
So I think this is the one that you're referring to about sports.
Mm, what's the Bronx? Bronx.
This is actually, now I know. This is the place where you mentioned about people who try to dance. This is the place where hip hop music was actually born.
Oh, so the Bronx is
In New York,
a
yeah.
place.
It's also a place in New York
Okay.
City.
Okay.
So this is the place that you're referring to that black people actually dance. So this is the place also where hip hop music was actually been it started. Ah, wow,
Okay.
you're in advance. So add it here. So the birthplace of rap, hip hop music. Do you know what rap is? Rap music?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Rap? You said I'm sorry. You said you.
A rap music?
Yeah. It's like you read a song
Do
quickly.
you know Eminem? Yeah,
Yes.
he's actually one of our favorites because but sometimes they're very fast, so it's it's a bit hard to understand their words, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Next, the Latin community.
Mm, it maybe connect the hip hop or um black man culture.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I agree. So it's more of like, yeah, this, it's more of like the Latino. It's, yeah,
Latino.
they are Latin or Mexican, I think.
Okay. Yeah, they are so uh then the dance and you said that rap hip hop music it's they are so uh good at it.
Exactly. I think uh, that's what makes New York City famous because of, you know, um, the name Big Apple, this
Mm,
Fifth Avenue, this the Bronx and the Latin community. So
mm,
yeah, they're connected from each other.
mm.
So do you wanted to add more about this topic, the Latin community?
Um uh no, what I know is um, the hip hop and just hip hop. I don't know the dance.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So I think if it's the dance, are you referring to the music or
Sorry?
are you referring to, you said that you don't know about the dance, but I think K-pop that's
Yes.
already the dance and the music.
Oh,
Yeah, at the same
oh,
time.
oh, okay.
So in addition to the Bronx, you mentioned there are famous sports. And what is this? Basketball, right?
Basketball and I know baseball
Okay.
in New York City.
So I just wanted to add under Bronx, you could also find this place. So it's a borough of New York City and known for Yankee
No,
stadiums.
Yankees
So
Stadium.
this are a place wherein sports actually you could play sports here, especially the Yankee Stadium. So if we're gonna go to number 3, so you're correct. They have um, you said
What
basketball
sport? Yes,
and
and
baseball. Yeah.
baseball.
Okay, so number 2, what is the approximate population of New York City?
Mm,
So we'll just learn from it.
what's
Population.
population? What's the word approximate
Approximate, it's like an estimation.
mean?
How many um, people are in New York City?
Okay. Population from university. I want to skip this question.
Okay, it's okay. So just wanted to provide you additional information or meaning about
Yeah.
approximately.
Um. Whole sentence meaning.
Um, it's not the exact or accurate number of people. So I'm gonna add comment here or definition.
Okay. Okay.
So it says here, do you see the comment I've added?
Yes. Yes. Used to show the. But not.
So for example,
Mm,
so I'm just gonna give you then the estimation. It is estimation of 8.55 million. That's the population. So it's not exact. So it can be more
uh-huh.
than 8.55, because if we're counting people, every day there are people who's actually, or babies being born. So you cannot count it
Oh.
right away. So
Mm-hmm.
that's just an estimation. It's not the exact amount, right?
Okay.
So it is roughly, you could say it's roughly 8.55 million. That's the, population in New York City. You could also say that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. But I read. Okay. So it just uh the answer is 8.55 million.
8.55 million.
Or
That
55.
is already
Okay.
the answer for this question. So you don't
Okay.
need to pass.
So I really
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, I really don't know
It's
that.
okay. This we're not studying in high school that you really have to answer everything. I will not gonna give you a hard
And
time, okay?
yes.
So this is just more of like a discussion, knowing more about New York City, since we will not be going there anyways.
Uh,
What if,
yes.
right? What if you had a chance, someone invited you to go to New York City? If you're already, got famous because of your clothes business, your clothes line, something like that. But pretty much when it comes to
Okay.
fashion, it's actually in Paris, wherein you could really find a lot of famous, uh,
Yes.
what's this? Yeah, fashionist. So just like here in the Philippines, there is one famous actress, and he even traveled to France just to visit, those runway fashion. Are you fond of watching those kind of, you know, movies, or not really movies. It's just very. Hello, Ali?
Yes,
But
yes,
you're
I'm
familiar
here.
about Fashion Runway. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
here. Okay. Um, so we're done with number 3. Any other sports do you think that can be associated with New
Mm,
York? I think the other one is also football.
okay.
Yeah. So
Football.
there's top three sports that are actually famous and which is
Mm,
associated. So would there be any vocabulary words from our discussion that you don't understand? Associate. Do you know this?
no.
All
Yeah,
right, good.
associate.
Okay. So for letter B, we're done with this because all the informations I provided is already, you could check that
Mm,
online, you know, to make the discussion faster.
mm.
Okay, any comments, additional information that you would like to add about this?
No. Mm,
Okay, none so far? Okay,
yes, not
not so far. So that's another.
so
So
far.
if let's say, do you have any suggestion, comments, Ali? Oh, not so far. So it means you don't have any suggestions yet, or comments, or feedback as of the moment. So,
Mm.
okay. Next, can you read number 2A?
Okay, number 2A. You are going to watch a video about stickball, a popular sport in New York City. Before you watch, check you understand the meaning of the words, phrases in the glossary below.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. For this part, the video is not available. So we'll just have to review
Mm-hmm.
the vocabulary part.
Okay.
So we have broom.
Glossary.
Mhm.
Broom.
Are you familiar what this broom is?
Read that. Yes.
Okay.
Uh. Mm,
Can you read the meaning?
broom. Okay. Broom. A brush that you use to clean
Okay. So
floors.
that's very common. Number 2.
Handle. The part of the broom that you hold.
Okay. Next.
Uh, immigrants. People who come to a country to live.
Okay.
Huge.
All right.
Very big.
And lastly.
Uh, brawling.
Okay. So these
Fighting.
are other, like, let's say, brawling. You could also use that other terms if you're referring to
Brawling.
fighting. For huge, instead of using very big, you could use the word huge. So
Yes.
that's common already, right? Immigrants. So
Yes.
you've already definitely know this more because you've been traveling a lot. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions about the vocabulary words here? Okay. Number
No.
2.
Not so
Ah,
far.
I like that.
No, no,
Very
no, not
good.
so.
I like that. So when you say not so far, so as we continue with the discussion, most likely, maybe in the coming, or as we go along with the discussion, you might have
Yeah.
further questions. So yeah, you could use that. Okay,
Okay.
next. Look at the sentences, phrases below, then watch the video and number them in order to hear them. So it's still the same. We don't have the video, so pretty much we're gonna skip this in this part.
Okay.
Alrighty, so
Okay.
those are just for the unusual sports about our world culture.
Oh.
So on the next page, oh, by the way, I've already requested a new book for you.
Mm.
So once we're done with this, then we will move
Okay.
on with the new book. So I like the new book because
Okay.
there are discussions and there will be opportunity for you to listen for those conversations. You know, it will practice your listening skills at the same time. Yeah.
Okay.
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 So pretty much this is the last topic. So I think we're gonna start on the new book on Thursday. Okay, so for the last page, it says here worldview. Can you read 4A, Ali?
Look at the statement below. Tick the statement you agree with, and cross the statement you
Okay.
disagree with.
First bullet.
I don't understand why people get so excited about
Do
sport.
you agree with this statement?
Not
So you don't
agree.
understand them.
No, I understand.
You're
So
confusing me.
because the sentence said I
Yeah,
don't understand.
okay. So I don't understand why people get so excited about sports. So do you agree or disagree with this statement? You said you ag-
I said it. I said disagree.
so when you say you disagree, which means you don't understand.
Oh, okay. It's a so it just like I asked you before, yes or no in negative
Right?
sentence.
So
Yeah.
here you actually
Don't understand.
so your answer here is supposedly you disagree with this statement because when we say you disagree, which means you understand, right?
Yes, I understand.
So let's
Uh,
say we'll remove
but
this. I understand why people get so excited about sports, if that is the statement. Do you agree or disagree?
uh,
So you
I
agree,
agree.
right? So that would be
Yes.
the answer. You agree. But if there's already the
Yes.
word don't, I don't
Mm,
understand. So, so do you get the difference now?
uh, uh, yes. Don't plus oh.
So here you said, I understand why people get so excited. So you agree with it, which means you know them. Why are they
Yes.
so excited? Let's say finals for NBA, right?
Yes.
So why do you think that these people loves
Yes.
watching NBA or they're really very excited? They even wanted to go to the stadium and watch live NBA games. So at that point you agree. But if the statement it says I don't
Yes.
understand, which means you disagree because you understand why those people are so excited, right? Okay, next.
Mm, yes.
Can you read it, please?
I prefer playing computer games to playing
So what's
real
your answer?
sports. Mm, disagree.
Why do you disagree?
Um, because I prefer playing real
Okay,
sports.
next.
I prefer individual sports like tennis to team sports like volleyball or hockey.
Hockey, right?
Hockey.
Do you know this sport, hockey? All right, good. So,
Yes.
what's your answer?
Mm, disagree. I I like both.
Oh, okay. Why?
Yes.
Why do you like both?
Mm,
So let's start first with playing tennis. You're just alone, right? If you're playing tennis, is it?
but you have a guest.
I'm sorry.
Mm, uh, I can't. I think how to express. I like all sport. I
Okay.
like all sports. Yeah. So
So you can be a team player. You could play alone and you could also play together with a team. Okay. Sounds good.
yes. Sportsmen and women get too much money. They should all give 20% of their money to charity. Mm, it depends. So agree and disagree.
So,
Because it's a individual behavior. So yeah,
so
it is depend on the person who want the sportsman or woman who want or
okay, so it
won't
depends
or
on
not.
the sportsmen and women, right? However, in your own
Yes.
opinion, that's actually the question here. So, do you
Mm-hmm.
agree? So, you're not the player, but if I'm asking you,
Okay, agree.
you know what, Ali? This person, they won. They,
Uh,
if um, they are earning too much
mm,
money, they should give 20% of their money to charity to help the poor, for example. Are you gonna?
mm, mm. I agree.
So you're gonna agree with me. But if you're the
Yes.
player, let's say you're sports women, you're playing sports and you won. And I'm gonna tell, hey
Mm,
Ali, you should share, you should
yes.
give 20% of your money to charity.
Okay, no problem.
Wow, you're so kind.
Because they own
Mm,
many money. It's
okay.
true.
Well, I agree with you. And you know what? Just have
Mm,
a watch a news or no, I actually read it online. Do you still remember Michael Phelps,
mm,
the swimmer? The one that we've discussed before.
mm-hmm.
Recently he's been joining several
Yes.
competitions, but he no longer wins. Yeah, so I felt just sad,
Mm-hmm.
because we've been um, discussing Michael Phelps before that he won about his habits, but right now he didn't win any.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
But even they don't win the game, they also have some
yep,
money
I
to
agree.
uh,
Yeah,
attend the
I
sports.
agree.
Yes, and there are many games uh, a year for
Right.
them.
And like you said, I agree. If even though they did not win, they still, get
Yes,
some money.
yeah, but I just I said that it depends. There are many
Right.
different situations, so I agree uh, this be heavier, but it should because there are many sports don't earn
Mm-hmm.
so much money.
Okay. So, mhm.
So if they are rich, I think I am agree. I
Okay.
agree.
All right.
Yes.
Here in the Philippines, we have this famous boxer. His name is Manny Pacquiao, and he just recently won again.
Mm,
Although there were fights that he did not win, but he's still gaining money from it, even though he lost on the game.
mm,
But right now, he is actually
mm,
very famous and very wealthy. He has a lot of money, and yet he shares what he
mm,
have. He tried to um, give money to help the poor people here in the Philippines. Yeah, so it's just very nice to hear
mm-hmm.
those kind of things. All right, so let's move now to the next bullet.
Okay, I think global sports are good for international relations.
Why?
I agree. Because the s- uh the s- the sports men and women can um, communicate with
Mm-hmm.
other
Okay,
countries. Yes,
I agree. So it's not just to communicate, but you will be able to understand other countries. So, like you
yes.
said, yeah, because of communication, and it also builds. Let me see here. So this is exactly more of it. So you will understand other countries by the global sports, just like the
Yes.
Olympic Games, right? So there are a
Yeah.
lot of countries who
Right.
actually compete from each other. Next, large sporting events are a waste of money, just like Olympic Games. Do you agree or disagree?
Mm, di-
Why you disagree?
disagree. Uh, I think it's uh, it's a budget that should be
Okay.
used, and uh, and and it's it's good for
Mm-hmm.
international relations.
Okay.
So I agree. I agree.
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
said
yeah.
you disagree. Large sporting.
Oh, as I said, I agree. These uh, sports events, yes, but it's not a waste money
So it does not
events.
waste money. Okay, so pretty much you disagree with this statement. Okay. So in
Yeah.
addition also to our topic about the Olympic Games, so like you said, there's a communication
Mm,
with the countries, right? So it's also a way, for example,
yes.
Olympic Games will be held in China. So they also attract other foreigners to visit China. So that can
Hmm.
be promoting their own country, right? So it
Yes, and that make many travelers to know this country and grow up the
okay,
financial.
that's true. That's correct. So here, they want to attract to come to their country, and it's also a way of promoting their country. Yeah. So just like
Yes.
your country, when they started to open the free visa, So people there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of Filipino, Russian, Vietnamese, even, the near country
Mm.
close to Taiwan can, just visit Taiwan. So based on the news, they said that the foreigners who visited Taiwan was actually doubled. So it's one way of
Mm.
promoting your country, right, to other foreigners.
Yes,
So
yes.
you know what? When I went there, I saw a lot of
Mm.
foreigners, especially Russian, and when we're
Why?
riding MRT, there are also Vietnamese and Indonesian. So there, yeah. Okay,
Mm.
so most likely we won't be able to move on with the next book on Thursday. So we'll just have to complete this first. And what I want you to do, Ellie, before we totally leave this book is that I want you to just go over with the vocabulary words
Mm.
that we have discussed from this book. So Sarah, I'm just gonna give you a very quick
Mm-hmm.
test. Yeah, so
Okay.
it's like you're just gonna match the vocabulary words to their meaning. Let's see how far you've learned. It's just a test or a measure if you could still remember the new vocabulary words that you've learned from this book or from this discussion. So anyways, those
Mm.
vocabulary words will be coming from the book.
Okay.
Okay? So let me just
Okay.
give
Okay.
you one example. Let's say um, foreigner, something like that. But I know you know foreigner. Mm,
Fine. Oh, yes.
yeah. So just try to go over it, and then I'm gonna provide the definition of this vocabulary words, then you just have to match it. Okay? Alrighty. So,
Okay.
do you have any questions for me before we end this class?
No.
Okay, so alright, so see you then on Thursday, Ellie. Alrighty.
Okay.
Yeah,
See you
right.
that on
Have a
Thursday.
great
Good.
evening,
Good
Ellie. Bye
night.
now.
Bye now.